Every few years, there's always an athlete who comes along and changes the definition of the sport. They don't just play to win, but to break the limits of their own body. One such name is making a mark, not only in the record books, but also in the minds of their competitors. Their speed, technique, dedication, everything is on a whole different level. But this didn't happen overnight. Behind this is years of hard work, the right training, and a body that seems perfect for the sport. If we look closely, it's not just talent, but also science that's involved. Every great sprinter has a pattern, a specific body type, a specific running form, and a specific training approach. But this athlete isn't just following the pattern, they're taking it to a whole new level. In sprinting, even a fraction of a second can make a difference, and that's what sets them apart. Have you ever noticed how some athletes get ahead right from the start, while others accelerate in the final strides? The answer lies in their body biomechanics. Their muscles, their limb length, their ground contact time, every little thing comes together to make them the perfect runner. But is it just biology that makes this athlete so dangerous, or is there something more? Because training, diet, and mindset are just as crucial. While the world is sleeping, they're sweating it out on the track. While others take a break after one set at the gym, they're planning the next one. The difference isn't just in the body, it's in the mindset too. And it's this mindset that decides whether an athlete becomes just good or a legend. But here's the question. Are they at their peak now, or are they about to break even bigger records? Will their name make it to the list of the greatest sprinters ever, or will they, like other talents, fade away in a few years? To answer that, we need to take a deeper look at their journey so far and see what sets them apart from the rest. If we talk about this athlete, their journey didn't just start on the track, but it was evident from their childhood. While other kids would sit down tired while playing, they kept running without stopping. This passion, stamina, and natural speed, maybe it was then that it became clear they weren't going to be just any ordinary athlete, but someone destined for greatness. But talent alone doesn't make a champion. It needs the right environment, the right training, and a mentality that pushes you to move forward despite all obstacles. The stories of their early days are just as interesting. When they first participated in a local tournament, people probably saw them as just another average runner. But when they left everyone behind in their very first race, coaches and sports experts started to take notice. This wasn't just ordinary speed, it was something special, something that couldn't be ignored. Slowly, they made a mark at the national level, started participating in international tournaments, and then came the moment when they established themselves as one of the fastest runners in the world. They hold many big records, some of which were considered unbreakable for years. When they step onto the track, it's not just a race they're running, it's history being made. The combination of speed and power they bring is rare, especially their running style, which sets them apart from everyone else. If you look closely, their stride rhythm, ground contact time, and acceleration pattern are perfectly synchronized. That's why, while other runners may have a second's difference between them, when they run, it feels like they're playing in an entirely different league. But if anyone thinks it's just about physical strength and biology, they're wrong. It's their mindset that truly sets them apart. For them, every race is not just an event, but a mission. They learn from every loss, analyze every mistake, and come back to the track adding something new every time. That's why when people call them the future's greatest runner, it doesn't just feel like a claim, but a journey heading toward becoming a reality. And this is what sets them apart from other top athletes. If we compare, many legendary sprinters either have an explosive start or shine in their end speed, but what makes this athlete special is their ability to maintain balance throughout the entire race. For example, some athletes are fast in the first 30 meters but lose speed towards the end, while others gradually build up speed and hit top gear in the last 20 meters. But this athlete maintains a flow on the track from the very beginning, where there's neither any extra effort visible nor any energy wasted. When compared to other legends, while some sprinters rely on powerful strides and others trust light, efficient movements, this athlete balances both, making them not just fast, but also technically superior. Moreover, their body movements and running form are so natural that there's no room for momentum loss on the track. Especially when we talk about their hip position and foot placement, they always stay at the perfect angle, making every step powerful and efficient. But it's not just technique, the numbers also back up their performance. An athlete's performance isn't just about their technique or talent. Their numbers speak volumes too. If we look at this player's records, a pattern emerges, how they've shown improvement in every competition, which races they perform the best in and where they face some struggles. Speed, reaction time, endurance. These aren't just words. They're the factors that define a champion. When we compare them to other top athletes, these differences become even clearer. It's not just about looking at the numbers, but understanding the analysis of those numbers to see how a slight edge can change the outcome of any race. It's not just about natural talent, but also the discipline they maintain in their training and lifestyle. And when we talk about training, it's not just about the workout. Diet becomes equally important. A sprinter's diet plan isn't just about counting calories or protein numbers. It's about paying attention to every little detail: what to eat when, how to use energy efficiently, and how smooth the recovery process should be. A top-level athlete doesn't just focus on their performance on the field, but also works to sculpt their body off the field. Training isn't limited to increasing speed or strength. Every little detail matters: how to perfect the technique, how quickly the muscles recover, and how to keep the body in peak condition at all times. The day often starts with mobility drills to keep the joints and muscles flexible. After that come high-intensity workouts specifically designed for sprinters, plyometrics to increase explosive power, interval training for endurance, and weightlifting for strength. But the hard work doesn't just end at the gym or track. The real game is hidden in the diet. What to eat, when to eat, how much to eat. Everything is planned out. Without the right nutrition, even the best training can be wasted. High-protein diets, the right amount of carbs and fats, and staying hydrated. Every factor influences an athlete's performance. But despite all this preparation, an athlete's journey is never easy. The risk of injuries, the pressure of competition, mental stress, these are all part of their journey. And it's only when an athlete overcomes all these. But an athlete isn't made just by their strength and training. Their true identity is forged when they fight through difficulties. Everyone faces moments in life when everything seems to stop, when it feels like moving forward is impossible. Injuries are almost a part of every athlete's journey, but the real test comes when they come back from those injuries. The long recovery, physiotherapy, the pressure to return to their old form, these affect not just the body, but the mind as well. Often it's not just the physical challenge, but the pressure from the outside world that tests a player. Criticism, the weight of expectations, the constant pressure to prove oneself, these things can break a person from the inside. But the ones who make it through all this are the ones who go on to write new history. And when an athlete comes back stronger after overcoming their challenges, only one question remains: will this journey end here, or is there a new record waiting to be made? But the real question is this the peak for this athlete, or are there still higher heights to reach? Because when an athlete is at the peak of their career, everyone wants to know what's next. Is this just a phase, or are new records going to be set in the coming years? If their fitness stays intact, training continues to improve, and their mindset remains as strong, can they prove themselves at even higher levels in future tournaments? History shows that when an athlete is at their best, they face two choices. Either they stay there or they do something no one has even thought of before. But the real question is, what will happen this time? But now, the real question is, will this athlete achieve even greater heights in the coming years, or will challenges arise that might hold them back? In the world of sports, nothing is guaranteed, but one thing is certain: if this athlete maintains their current form and dedication, we could witness something that could make history in the upcoming competitions. But what do you think? Do you believe this athlete will set new records, or will the path ahead be more difficult? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoy deep analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.